NEC Section 625.25 requires that the charging process be terminated by one of the following means: automatic timer, when the battery is fully charged, or when the charging current falls to a predetermined value. OSHA 29 CFR 1910.269 requires that if charging batteries in a hazardous location, the battery charger must be of the approved type. 29 CFR 1910.178 requires that the charger be connected to a suitable grounded electrical circuit with sufficient current carrying capacity for the charger. While there is no specific requirement in the NEC or OSHA that requires battery charging equipment to have an automatic shutoff, it is generally accepted industry best practice and strongly recommended for safety reasons. Leaving batteries charging unattended overnight is not recommended, as it increases the risk of fire or explosion. Let's delve deeper into these requirements and recommendations. We'll examine the NEC guidelines more closely. Section 625.25 is particularly important because it lays out the mandatory conditions for terminating the charging process. The automatic timer ensures that charging doesn't continue indefinitely, preventing overcharging and potential damage to the battery. The second condition, termination when the battery is fully charged, relies on sensing mechanisms within the charger that detect when the battery has reached its maximum charge level. This is a common feature in modern chargers. The third condition, termination when the charging current falls to a predetermined value, is based on the principle that as a battery approaches full charge, the current it draws from the charger decreases. When the current drops below a specific threshold, the charger recognizes that the battery is nearly full and shuts off. Moving on to OSHA regulations, 29 CFR 1910.269 highlights the importance of using approved battery chargers in hazardous locations. Hazardous locations are areas where there is a risk of fire or explosion due to the presence of flammable gases, vapors, or dust. In such environments, it's crucial to use equipment that is specifically designed and certified to prevent ignition. 29 CFR 1910.178 emphasizes the need for a suitable grounded electrical circuit with sufficient current carrying capacity. This means that the circuit powering the charger must be properly grounded to provide a safe path for electrical fault currents. It also means that the circuit must be able to handle the maximum current drawn by the charger without overloading. Overloading a circuit can lead to overheating and potentially cause a fire. Now, let's discuss the industry best practice of using battery chargers with automatic shutoff features. Although not explicitly mandated by the NEC or OSHA in all situations, automatic shutoff is widely considered essential for safety. Automatic shutoff prevents overcharging, which can damage batteries, reduce their lifespan, and even create a fire hazard. Overcharging causes the electrolyte in the battery to break down, producing flammable gases such as hydrogen and oxygen. If these gases accumulate in a confined space, they can create an explosive atmosphere. An automatic shutoff feature eliminates this risk by stopping the charging process when the battery is full. Finally, let's address the recommendation against leaving batteries charging unattended overnight. This recommendation is based on the potential risks associated with unattended charging, even with automatic shutoff features in place. While automatic shutoff reduces the risk of overcharging, it's not foolproof. There is always a chance of malfunction or equipment failure. If a charger malfunctions while unattended, it could potentially lead to overcharging, overheating, or even fire. For this reason, it's best to monitor the charging process whenever possible and to avoid leaving batteries charging unattended for extended periods, especially overnight. In summary, while the NEC and OSHA provide specific requirements for battery charging equipment, industry best practices emphasize the importance of automatic shutoff features and avoiding unattended charging. By following these guidelines, one can minimize the risk of accidents and ensure the safe operation of battery charging systems. It's also worth noting that some local jurisdictions may have additional requirements or regulations related to battery charging. It's always a good idea to check with local authorities to ensure compliance with all applicable codes and standards. Furthermore, the type of battery being charged can also influence the specific requirements and recommendations. For example, lithium-ion batteries have different charging characteristics and safety considerations compared to lead-acid batteries. It's important to use chargers that are specifically designed for the type of battery being charged and to follow the manufacturer's instructions carefully. When selecting a battery charger, look for features such as overcharge protection, short-circuit protection, and reverse polarity protection. These features can help to prevent accidents and extend the life of the battery. Regularly inspect battery chargers and charging cables for signs of damage or wear. Damaged equipment should be repaired or replaced immediately. Ensure that charging areas are well ventilated to prevent the accumulation of flammable gases. Avoid charging batteries in direct sunlight or near sources of heat. Keep charging areas clean and free of combustible materials. Provide appropriate fire extinguishers in charging areas. Train employees in the proper procedures for charging batteries safely. By taking these precautions, you can create a safer environment for battery charging and minimize the risk of accidents. To reiterate, the NEC, specifically Section 625.25, outlines critical requirements for terminating the charging process. Firstly, the automatic timer provides a safety net, preventing prolonged charging and potential battery damage. Secondly, the charger must terminate when the battery is fully charged. This relies on sophisticated sensing technology to accurately detect the battery's state of charge. Thirdly, termination should occur when the charging current reaches a predetermined low value, indicating near full capacity. OSHA regulations, particularly 29 CFR 1910.269, emphasize the use of approved battery chargers in hazardous locations. These locations, prone to fire or explosion risks, demand equipment certified to prevent ignition. Additionally, 29 CFR 1910.178 mandates a suitable grounded electrical circuit with adequate current capacity. This ensures both safety through grounding and prevents circuit overload, a potential fire hazard. Beyond these regulations, industry best practices advocate for automatic shutoff features in all battery chargers. This feature, while not always legally mandated, is crucial for preventing overcharging, a major cause of battery damage and fire risk. Overcharging leads to the breakdown of battery electrolytes, releasing flammable gases. Automatic shutoff mitigates this risk by halting the charging process upon full charge detection. The recommendation against unattended overnight charging stems from the inherent risks associated with even chargers equipped with automatic shutoff. Malfunctions can occur, potentially leading to overcharging, overheating, and fires. Constant monitoring during charging and avoiding prolonged unattended periods, especially overnight, significantly enhances safety. In essence, while NEC and OSHA set specific standards for battery charging equipment, prioritizing automatic shutoff and minimizing unattended charging are essential safety measures. Adhering to these guidelines reduces accident risks and ensures the safe operation of battery charging systems. Local regulations may impose additional requirements, necessitating consultation with local authorities for complete compliance. The battery type also influences charging protocols and safety considerations. Lithium-ion batteries, for example, require chargers specifically designed for their characteristics. Always follow the manufacturer's instructions meticulously. When selecting a charger, prioritize features like overcharge protection, short-circuit protection, and reverse polarity protection. These features enhance safety and prolong battery life. Regularly inspect chargers and cables for wear or damage, replacing compromised components immediately. Ensure adequate ventilation in charging areas to prevent flammable gas accumulation. Avoid charging in direct sunlight or near heat sources. Maintain clean charging areas free of flammable materials. Equip charging areas with appropriate fire extinguishers. Thoroughly train personnel on safe battery charging procedures. These precautions create a safer charging environment and minimize accident risks. Firstly, ensure the battery charger is compatible with the battery type you are charging. Using an incompatible charger can damage the battery or create a safety hazard. Secondly, inspect the battery and charger for any signs of damage before each use. Do not use damaged equipment. Thirdly, charge batteries in a well-ventilated area away from flammable materials. Fourthly, never leave batteries charging unattended for extended periods. Fifthly, disconnect the charger from the power source when the battery is fully charged. Sixthly, store batteries in a cool, dry place away from direct sunlight and extreme temperatures. Seventhly, follow the manufacturer's instructions for both the battery and the charger. Eighthly, use the correct voltage and amperage settings for the battery being charged. Ninthly, do not attempt to charge non-rechargeable batteries. Tenthly, properly dispose of old or damaged batteries according to local regulations. The NEC, or National Electrical Code, provides guidelines for electrical safety. The OSHA, or Occupational Safety and Health Administration, provides guidelines for workplace safety. These guidelines are important for ensuring the safe operation of battery charging equipment. Proper grounding is essential to prevent electrical shock. Grounding provides a safe path for electrical current to flow in the event of a fault. Overcurrent protection devices, such as circuit breakers and fuses, are designed to protect electrical circuits from overload and short circuits. These devices will automatically trip or blow, interrupting the flow of electricity and preventing damage to equipment and injury to personnel. The proper selection of conductors, or wires, is critical for ensuring the safe and efficient operation of electrical circuits. Conductors must be sized appropriately to carry the intended current load. The insulation on conductors must be rated for the voltage and temperature of the application. Proper wiring practices are essential for preventing electrical hazards. All electrical connections must be made securely and insulated properly. Wiring must be protected from physical damage. Proper labeling of electrical equipment is important for identifying circuits and components. Labels should be clear, concise, and easy to read. Regular inspections of electrical equipment are necessary to identify potential hazards. Inspections should be performed by qualified personnel. Any identified hazards should be corrected promptly. Proper maintenance of electrical equipment is essential for ensuring its safe and reliable operation. Maintenance should be performed according to the manufacturer's instructions. By following these guidelines, you can create a safer environment for battery charging and minimize the risk of accidents. Remember that safety is always the top priority. It's also a good idea to invest in a high-quality battery charger from a reputable manufacturer. A good charger will have built-in safety features and will be designed to charge batteries safely and efficiently. Consider purchasing a charger with a digital display that shows the charging voltage and current. This can help you monitor the charging process and ensure that the battery is being charged properly. If you are unsure about any aspect of battery charging, consult with a qualified electrician. An electrician can help you select the right equipment and ensure that it is installed and used safely. In Minnesota, where the question originated, there may be additional state or local regulations related to battery charging. Be sure to check with the appropriate authorities to ensure compliance. For example, some municipalities may have specific requirements for battery storage and disposal. Others may require permits for certain types of battery charging operations. Remember that electrical codes and regulations are constantly evolving. It's important to stay up to date on the latest requirements to ensure compliance and safety. You can subscribe to industry publications, attend training courses, or consult with electrical experts to stay informed.